Hey everyone, this is Christy with Grace Without Tears, and I'm going to set up my wellness log for April 11 through 17. All right, I've got all my tools here. I have my sticker book that has all of my exercise type stickers in it, and I've got my wellness log from Erin Condren. I've got some washi tapes here. I've got my little ruler for cutting my washi tape. I've got my tweezer for grabbing my little stickers, and I have a couple other things. I've got some whiteout, which is always useful, an eraser, and my little pair of scissors, just in case I need those things. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's first look at last week. So last week I set this up on a video and decided that I was going to do kind of like a monochromatic look. So I did everything pink. I chose a pink washi tape. I used a pink pen. I used pink stickers, and basically just had a very pink week. And I have to say that I didn't love it. I feel like it looks really washed out. I feel like it looks kind of plain and dull. And so this coming week, I'm definitely going to be doing what I did a couple weeks ago, which was choosing one washi tape for every 2 days. That way the entire layout for 2 days worth will be the same color washi tape, and then I can kind of have some fun and the pages can look a little bit different each time you turn the page. So that's my plan this time. Another thing that I'm planning to change is that this week was kind of a crazy week, and I actually forgot and didn't actually fill in my pages. So like on Monday, I came back, I think it was Thursday. I said filling this out on Thursday. I have no idea what I ate on this day. I just remember what we did. So I remember because we were going to buy a new car, and then we came home without buying the new car, and we ended up going Tuesday and buying the car. But I've decided that if I miss a day, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to start up wherever I left off. So for example, these are not dated, and I was really putting myself under pressure so that I would land here on the weekly reflection on either Saturday or Sunday, and that way I would do my measurements and I would do my weight. But I've decided that if I end up missing a day, that I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do this weigh-in and my measurements whenever I get to the next weekly focus. So if this happens to me next weekend, great. If I miss a few days this week and I forget to log my food, or I just get so busy that I don't log my food, then maybe I'm going to be doing this weekly reflection maybe next Wednesday or something. But I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do this whenever it happens to come. If it comes every week, great. If it's every 10 days, that's okay too. So I ended up choosing this little washi tape and put it here because this is the only day that has just one. And then my other tapes that I chose for the week are all kind of like little different shades of blue. I don't know if you can see that there. And so I'm going to go ahead and put down my washi, and then I'm going to put down my little water drop sticker, and pretty much, I'll do my breakfast, lunch, and dinners and my read. And pretty much that's about all that it takes to get this little booklet set up. So let's go ahead and start with this blue. I got these washi tapes off of Amazon, and they're just the perfect size to cover up the words movement and exercise. And I just am not going to be really tracking that in such a big space. I can do it in my little smaller spaces here, right here where there's water intake, steps, hours slept, and overall mood. And then right here, I track my core exercises, and that's really all the space I need to do that extra little tracking of exercise. So I use this box as a journal, and I really enjoy having it as a journal. It's nice and small, so it makes me not feel like I'm under a lot of pressure to fill in a lot of words. And it's just basically the perfect size for journaling. I was drawing lines so that I would be writing straight, but I feel like I'm getting better at just writing with outlines. So for example, none of this had lines when I wrote it. This didn't have lines. This is slanting a little bit, but that's okay. Not going to worry about it too much. All right, so I did my blue for there, and I'm going to go ahead and grab some blue water drop stickers. Okay, these ones look great. I like this one right here. That one seems to match really well. So I had an exciting week. Monday, my husband and I were going to go buy a car. We are really big Dave Ramsey fans, and we had saved up our pennies to be able to buy a new used car. And we went car shopping a week ago on Friday and found a great Subaru Outback. And so we set out on Monday night to go buy the car, but I could tell that we weren't both completely on the same page as far as the price went. So I actually was driving, and I pulled off the road, and we had a big talk that ended in me turning around and going back home, because I knew that there was no way that we were going to be able to negotiate a car price in front of a high-pressure car salesman if he and I were not on the same page. So we came home Monday night empty-handed. We talked, kind of argued, I guess. Basically, not so much argued, neither one of us could see the other person's viewpoint. Basically, he was hoping to only spend half of what we had saved, and the car that we found was going to cost 3/4 of what we had saved. And I pretty much had my heart set on the car. It is a beautiful white Subaru Outback 2017 with 40,000 miles, and leather, like chocolate brown leather interior. It is just literally the most gorgeous car. Plus it's an Outback, and I really wanted something that was going to be kind to me in the winter, because this last winter I actually slid off the road and ended up sideways in my Ford Explorer. It was icy. And I kind of made a mistake because I shifted into third gear on ice, and that was a really bad mistake. So the car, of course, lost control. I was going slow, but it lost control, and I ended up in the ditch on my side. So I just wanted a car that was going to handle really, really well in the wintertime. So we decided to go with a Subaru. Anyway, Tuesday, I got up and we talked some more, and finally came to an agreement that we would get the car. So Tuesday night, we went and bought with cash our brand new used Subaru Outback. And I haven't had a car. The last time we bought a car was in 2008, and that car currently has over, I think it's close to 250,000 miles on it. The car before that one was purchased in about 2001 or 2002. We still have that car, and it has about 340,000 miles on it. Both of them are Ford Explorers. So we really use our cars until they completely and totally die. And that's our plan with the Subaru as well. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I had to go to professional development and was basically there all day at principal meetings. I'm a principal of a school. And then Thursday, we ended up making the decision to send our kids home to do distance learning because another school that we have really close ties with had a bunch of COVID cases, and we decided that it was going to be the best decision to send everyone home, spread everybody out, and hopefully stop the spread, because we'd had quite a few people with positive COVID tests. So it seems like whatever kind of COVID we have, it's not really knocking people out hard. It's basically just making them, basically it's like flu symptoms. So nobody's like really, really, really ill, which is good. And I even woke up this morning with a little bit of a runny nose and a tiny bit of a sore throat, but I've just been drinking water like crazy today. And took my vitamin C this morning and plan to do it again this evening. And I've actually been eating pretty well. My meals have not necessarily been Brightline Eating approved meals, because I have had some flour in the form of, let's see what I have. I had some egg rolls one day for lunch. Tonight I'm eating yakisoba noodles, and I think I had some toast at one point during the week. So I feel like as long as I'm being reasonable about all of that, that having those things is not going to hurt me. I mean, those foods are not actually like bad foods. They're just not Brightline Eating approved foods. So I'm just, my main focus is to avoid processed foods. So everything that's coming out of packages, of course, the yakisoba noodles probably are definitely processed foods, but otherwise, I've been pretty good. I haven't been eating chips. I haven't been eating cookies or muffins or cakes or candies or anything like that. And I've really been eating clean most of the time. So I'm excited for a new week. Since we had to send the kids home, we've got them set up for distance learning. And so I'm actually going to be having a fairly quiet week. I'm going to spend a lot of my time doing my professional development classes that I haven't been able to get done so far this year. So I'm going to be on the computer as well, getting my classwork done for professional development. And I'm actually feeling pretty grateful that I'm going to have a little bit of extra time to do that. So I'm just finishing up here, getting my breakfast, lunch, and dinner stickers put on. All of the stickers that I'm using today are from Planner Chick Designs, and in the description of the video, there is a code there for getting 15% off on her shop. She has a website, and she sells stickers for all kinds of things. I just especially like these ones for this little wellness journal. They just fit in here so nicely, and I'm gonna have to buy a bunch more of these sheets. Actually, I'm gonna ask her if she can just do one whole sheet of breakfast, one whole sheet of lunch, one whole sheet of dinner, and one whole sheet of read. And that way I'll just have a whole bunch of them. So here we go, one more here. So I had my piano lesson today. I've been taking piano lessons again from my piano teacher that I had as a child. She lives in California, and Zoom has opened up the opportunity for me to take lessons again. So when my kids were young, I drove from Central California down to Southern California, which was a 3.5-hour drive every week for 4 years. And then we moved to Washington, and we had to quit piano, and that was a sad day. But now, years and years later, I'm back and I'm taking piano lessons again. And really, it's just a fun thing for me to do to keep my mind sharp. Playing piano is really good for your mind. And so I'm doing that. It's like, eye-hand coordination. It's just a great thing to do. It's just a hobby. It's a fun hobby. So I wrote that backwards. I think the way I want to actually write it is I want to write read, and then I want to do my colon, and then I want to do my checkbox. Yeah, that's how I would like it to look. This top part here that says today's focus, like on today, I might have written it in already, but if I haven't, I'm going to write that I want to focus on getting to bed on time this week and turning my screen time off at least an hour before I try to go to sleep. I've been really bad. Logging my food is one thing, but another part of health is rest. And that's an area that I really struggle in. And I'm a night owl, so I stay up way too late at night. And then I have to get up early in the morning to go to work. And so I'm going to see if putting my phone aside earlier in the day helps me get to bed and get to sleep basically sometime between 10 and 11. That would be a great goal. I'd actually think that if I were to sleep 9 to 5, that would be like the ultimate goal. But getting in bed by 9 usually feels like a really difficult thing to do. All right, I actually think I am done. Let's go back and look at everything. I'm not going to use a blue pen. I don't think I really loved like everything being the same color. So I think I'm going to stick with my trusty Pilot G2 0.7 black gel pen. That's my favorite pen for my planner. And yeah, I guess I haven't done anything for today. For breakfast today, I had my usual yogurt, berries, granola, and almonds. For lunch, I didn't really eat lunch today, and for dinner, I'm having the yakisoba noodles. So I'm gonna get that in. I'm gonna write my focus for today, which is to get to bed on time and to set the phone away. And then my self-care for today, actually my self-care was that I did my nails. So these are my Color Street nails. This is How You Doin' color. I'm not used to having dark colors on my fingers. I think that I'm really a French manicure, kind of nude, light pink maybe person more than I am like a dark color. But since I don't have to go to school this week, I thought it'd be a great week to try something completely out of the ordinary for me. And so I put that on. So I guess that was my self-care. I'll find I have a little teeny tiny fingernail polish bottle. And so I'll write that in. I'm gonna do my exercises. Actually, let me write that in. So I did sit-ups, plank, and squats yesterday. So now I'm gonna do plank, squats, and push-ups today. Plank, squats, and push-ups. Push-ups are a maybe. I'm gonna do them against the wall because my shoulder has been hurting, and I did go to the doctor this week and I got some appointments for physical therapy to work on my shoulder. So I hope that that will help. But in the meantime, I don't want to strain my arm. So I don't know, I'm going to say 20 against the wall standing, but we'll see. If it hurts at all, I'm not going to do it. And then one last thing, I don't have it here with me, but I'm going to get my dot markers and put my little dots in there to serve as my little checkoff boxes. Other than that, I think I am done. What is the date today? I think it is the 10th. Is it the 10th? The 11th. All right. So today is Sunday, 4/11. All right, I'm going to fill this in, and thank you for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe if this is the sort of content that you're interested in, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye. And it's Christy with Silver Paw Cabochons. I'm so used to saying that because I have a dog business, and my videos for that always start with Silver Paw Cabochons. So let's try that again.